Hi, welcome to Casa Acanto. Come on inside. Andrew Fisher and I have had a house here in San Miguel for 9 years. We came for a weekend and bought a house, which was amazing. This place started its life in the 18th century as a tannery and had become a residence in the 20th century, had been remodeled and added on to 1,000,000 times. We basically took it down to the stones, not the studs, and started over. The entry hall was originally a stair hall to go to the second floor. We brought in 18th century pavers, created the vaulted ceiling, and made this lantern for our collection, which is called the Valencia, for this room. And from here, we're going to go on into the kitchen. The kitchen is a space we spend a lot of time in because Andrew and I both love to cook and we love to entertain. The cabinets were all made from slices of old pine beams that we bought from a 19th century warehouse, and we tiled all the walls with local tile from Dolores Hidalgo. This space had been a small door between these rooms, and we were able to expand it and create this place to hang our French copper, which we love to cook in. We then created the breakfast room with another one of our chandeliers that uses paper mâché drops. Paper mâché is a classic San Miguel craft that we've adapted to use in our collection. And we love to hang out in this space. It's great when we're cooking, to have friends here. It's great to have coffee in the morning or dinner when it's just the two of us or we have a couple of guests. And amusingly, this armoire is actually the door to the garage where we have a lot of storage, and we no longer have to go outside to get there. This is our outdoor living room, which we added to the house. There was a really small space here before, and we spend all of our time outside, so having this has completely transformed the house for us. The furniture is an outdoor line that we did for Michael Taylor called Arcadia, and we built this fireplace with an Argentinian grill so that we can cook in it, which we do all the time. The sconces on the wall are two of our angel candelabras in bronze that Andrew carved, and the chandeliers are our rope chandeliers, which were inspired by Christmas piñatas and then made in Henneken, which is what we think of as sisal in the US. This is the dining room, and at the moment it's doubling as an art studio during quarantine. The chandelier is one of Andrew's special seashell encrusted pieces, and the table and chairs are designs we did for Michael Taylor. Andrew's got a show at his gallery in Santa Fe at the end of June, quarantine allowing, and so he's finishing up some pieces here, and we've got an order for a pair of custom coral chandeliers from our New York showroom, and these steel arms will, with modeling clay, become magical pieces of coral very soon. Because there were no architectural details to save in the house, we were able to create everything new, which was so much fun. So things like this fireplace that we had carved in the local limestone are magical and look like they've been here for a long, long time, but are actually brand new. Let's take a look at the garden. So the sea of purple flowers you see on the ground are the jacaranda blossoms that are falling from these amazing trees, which were really the thing that made us fall in love with this property. The dining terrace is absolutely my favorite place to have dinner in the world, and we get to do it a lot. Let's take a look at the living room. The centerpiece of the living room is this paper piece by Andrew Fisher, which is quilted coffee filters. And a funny thing that when he was a college student and couldn't afford a lot of art materials, he started painting on his Chemex coffee filters that were used. So the brown in this quilt is actually coffee. It's one of my favorite things, and I'm so glad it fit into this house. The living room is a cozy room. We watch TV here at night. We opened up windows to the garden on this side so that it feels very indoor-outdoor. And it takes us directly down to the pool, if you'll follow me this way. The house is filled with things from our travels around the world and things we've made. These shell-encrusted torchères are now 20 years old. We made them for our ranch in Sonoma, and I love when I look down in the garden and I see that they're still here. Come on, take a look in the Casita. The Casita that we built has this lovely outdoor sala with Schumacher fabric again on our day beds, and our little rope chandelier in cobalt blue. It's a wonderful place to relax on a hot day. And now we'll go upstairs and take a look at the bedrooms up there. This is one of our most popular guest rooms. I love it because I love our big 2-tier Midas chandelier in gesso, and I love the view of this pool. Come take a look at the master. We built the oval bathroom with a brick boveda, which is what we call the domes here. And I love this about San Miguel, that they create these domes with no forms at all. The secret is in the viscosity of the mortar. One man tosses a brick up to the man who's up above, and they form them with no mold at all. We had a lot of fun using a traditional Mexican border tile doubled as a vertical stripe. And then we designed this copper chandelier below the skylight, which also fills the tub. You don't see that every day. This is the master bedroom, filled with blue and white fabrics we bought around the world and carpets from Morocco. I love this piece that we designed that hides the television and the air conditioning and adds a desk for Andrew. And when we built the outdoor living room downstairs, we got this amazing outdoor patio that feels like you're up in the trees. Thank you very much for visiting us. Stay safe, come visit, be well.